Look like I got everything working now. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see in a minute. We'll see in a minute. Y'all let me know if y'all got any sound and can you hear my voice? Somebody let me know. Do we have sound and can you hear my voice? Mic check, anybody? Mic check, sound check. Can we hear anything? Or is everything just fucked up right now? Okay. Nisi put a 1. Okay. Anybody else? Look like everything is a big delay tonight for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I know one thing is my internet, but I'm assuming, I guess YouTube having these problems too. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, though, since you say you can hear me, Nisa, then we'll get right into this show. We'll get right into the show. Food stamp. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit delayed with y'all, whatnot. But anyway, though, we'll get right into this show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Storm Show. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to take a look at this picture right here. Now, anybody who would look at this picture at first sight, y'all would probably say that this is a beautiful picture, right? And it is a beautiful picture. You have a husband, a wife, and their daughter in the picture. All right. The lady in the middle, her name is Jacqueline Smith. The man on the left, her husband, his name is Keith Smith, if I got that right. Let me make sure I got that right. And the girl on the right is Valeria Smith. Now I'm gonna give you meat and potatoes of this story. This story happened back at December the 2nd, 2018. I covered a couple of videos on it. And what happened with this story right here is supposedly the husband and the wife was in the car, and allegedly panhandler supposedly had stopped them. A panhandler holding a child supposedly had stopped them and asked for help. Miss Jacqueline rolled down her window to help the panhandler, and after she let her window down to help the panhandler, she was allegedly stabbed to death. Keith and Valeria got on the news and told this story and made the story sound believable. But although they made the story sound believable, the family of Jacqueline knew something was wrong, and they was right to believe that something was wrong. So come to find out, people, there was no panhandler at all. Guess who did the dirty deed? The husband and the daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. I'm your host, Chris Thorne. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Disclaimer, we may have some technical difficulties tonight the way I'm streaming because my internet is fucking up. However, though, I'm using a hotspot from my phone, but it like everything's working fine right now. But we are going to experience some technical difficulties. That's probably the reason why. Anyway, welcome to the show tonight. Again, this story is old, but somebody sent me a video that we got somewhat of an update to this story. But for those of you who don't know what went on with this story, I'm finna do a recap with you right now when this story first hit. But before I do, what's up, Shalonda? What up, Navy Needs? What's up, Boss? My man, brother Sites in the middle. What up, Veronica? How you doing? And everybody else who's gonna come in a little late. Aisha, she's in the middle. What's going on with you? What's going on? Yeah, make sure I get the lights up. So guys, we're finna recap this story right now. And I want y'all to have a listen to when this story first hit. If I ain't gotta refresh it. I might gotta refresh it, but let's see.
Right now, police are searching for two people, a man who police say stabbed this woman and a woman who police say caused this family to stop their car. Tonight telling us she was holding what appeared to be a baby and a sign asking for help. It was in this neighborhood on Valley Street in East Baltimore, near an elementary school and a park, where police say 52-year-old Jacqueline Smith from Harford County was stabbed to death after rolling down her car window to give a woman money.
This was a good Samaritan. She saw an individual that was holding a sign who appeared to be down on her luck.
Police say it was just after midnight Sunday. Smith was with two relatives. The family had attended a gathering in the area. They stopped their car after noticing a woman holding what appeared to be a baby, as well as a sign that read, "Please help me feed my baby." Police say Smith gave the woman money. Then a man appeared, first thanking Smith, then lunging for her wallet.
That's when the suspect approached and fatally stabbed her.
Police say the man and woman ran from the scene. Smith died a short time later at a nearby hospital. Tonight, investigators warning other drivers and asking for help solving the case.
Maybe you heard something, maybe you saw something, whether it was in the front of your house, the rear of your house. You know, Chase Street is a busy thoroughfare, even around 12:30 in the evening.
Police described the suspect as a man about 30 years old, standing approximately 6 feet tall with a goatee. Anyone with any information on this case is asked to call police. Reporting from police headquarters, Alexa Ashwell, Fox 45 News.
All right, guys, that's when the story had first hit the scene, it hit the news. And of course, y'all know people had sent it to me. Like I said, I did a couple of videos on it. I did it when it first came out. And then somebody sent me an updated story, come to find out it was no panhandler at all. It was a husband and a daughter the whole time. And this is Miss Jacqueline Smith right there. Again, this story happened back in 2018. Rest in peace, Miss Jacqueline. And yeah. Let's see what else I got for y'all before we go further. What else I got? No, let's not go there yet. Let's get right into this little video update somebody sent to me. And I just want y'all to see the acting that they put on, which was some mighty fine, good acting they put on here. But I want y'all to check it out for yourself. And this is courtesy of Court TV. They just put it out a couple of days ago.
But as he landed the car, he just started.
Hold on. Let me move it over so y'all can see it. Just look at the mighty fine acting that this woman put on.
Stabbing her. He just started stabbing her, and then they just ran. They took off, and my father got out the car and was chasing them.
All I did was slam it in park to go chase these people. But then when I seen how my wife was screaming, I came back.
That's Keith Smith and his daughter Valeria describing the horrific murder of Keith's wife Jacqueline Valeria's stepmom.
You know, I never understood how people could make themselves cry. You know, I'd never been the type to try to make myself cry. You know, I don't know what to do to make myself cry. But these, I don't know if it's a guilty conscience or they just master the art of conning people that they know how to cry on the spot. But I never have been the one to cry on the spot like that. So it just amazes me how people can do this.
I'm trying to be strong for my father, but I can't. I've never had anything like this happen to me before. I've never seen anyone die.
Hey, that's needed. What's going on? Hey, Mahogany, what's going on?
It was a murder that shocked the community. Jacqueline Smith, a wonderful, kind-hearted woman, trying to help a panhandler and her child in this East Baltimore neighborhood.
There was a girl out with like a baby in her arms. It was like drizzling. It was cold.
You know, one thing that I believe, now, y'all know I got to give commentary. I can't play the shit straight out. You know, one thing I believe they gave this story away. Look, I've seen a lot of panhandlers. I never seen a panhandler with a baby outside. I never seen it. Not saying that it don't happen, but me personally, I never seen a panhandler with their child outside. Usually, if it's a panhandler with a child outside, you would think, you know what I'm saying, people would seek shelter for them. That's probably why I don't ever see it. But, you know, again, when I first heard the story, I mean, he made it sound so believable. But then I didn't think about it till the story hit that he had something to do with it. I like, you know, that's not common to see a panhandler with a child outside. What I'm used to seeing is they hold a sign say, hey, you know, we'll work for food or anything you get will help or something like that. But to actually see a panhandler outside with a child, that's just something I don't see very often, if I see it often at all.
And my wife just felt moved to give her something. And Jacqueline went to hand the money out, and the guy just leaned over, said, can I thank your wife? And said, you can thank my wife. And within that.
Then on top of that, nobody's going to come to the car and say thank you. You know, it was only one person going to come to the car. The second person not going to come to the car. The second person try to make they change it like you just made yours. Now the second person has never came to the car and said, can I thank you? Nope. If anybody did that to me, I would know something strange right off top. You know, if y'all working together, one of y'all come get the change. At the end of the day, wherever y'all accumulate together, y'all go and split that shit. You know what I'm saying? But don't come to my car and then the next person come outside and want to thank you. Nah, I'm good. Y'all take that, go on by your business. Have a good day.
Split second, this guy commits to stabbing my wife.
What happened on that street corner seemed inexplicable. Why stab a woman who just handed you $10? Why kill someone who wanted to do nothing other than show kindness to a stranger?
It happened that fast. Like it definitely happened in a split second, you know, and it makes me look at this whole world differently now. You know, it makes me look at everything and everyone. Nothing is ever what it seems.
Really?
Those words? Prophetic. Because just 3 months later, nothing in this case was what it seemed.
Right now, Smith's husband and stepdaughter are being held in Texas, both charged with first-degree murder.
They were saying that it was a brutal attack by a panhandler in East Baltimore that took her life, and now police say they made it all up.
Keith and Valeria Smith were now under arrest, in custody, caught trying to flee to Mexico.
When I found out that it was them two that did it, that hurt my soul. A woman named Darcy sent it to me, and that shit broke my heart. I literally broke down crying when she sent me that because it was a motherfucking ridiculous. It was. It was a motherfucking ridiculous that you got a husband, seemed like he had a good wife on his hands. I mean, I don't know. But he had a husband, seemed like he had a good wife. I first brought this out and covered this. Now, somebody had asked a question in the comment section. They said, could it be possible that the daughter and him, they probably was doing something? Hey, in this era, you just never know. You just never know. All right? And I see I got some frames dropping. So y'all still hear me? Everything good? Is everything good?
It was an unexpected twist that shocked most.
Y'all let me know if everything good, cause look like we having no technical difficulties now. So is everything good? Y'all can still hear me? Y'all can still see everything? What's going on, Viri? How you doing? Y'all let me know y'all can still hear and see everything. All right.
But not those closest to Jacqueline, her brother and her mother.
Not shocked, not surprised. I knew it from day one.
Why would he stay in the area with her in the car after the man pulled the chain from her neck, as he claims? It was too corny. It was.
Listen to that. The brother said, I knew it from day one. He was a crock of shit, pretty much. And you hear what the lady said right here. So, again, they may have fooled some people, the young lady right here, these crocodile tears. They may have fooled some people, but you know what I'm saying? The family knew what's up. So, by the family saying they knew what was up, makes me believe that maybe Jacqueline and this man was having problems, and somebody just figured if something did happen, he was the corporate that did it.
It wasn't real.
Then another twist just before their first trial date. Valeria pleads guilty and admits her involvement.
She's, helped her father. She's indicated in the plea agreement that, she helped her father dispose of the knife, helped her father dispose of, the other property, things of that nature. She's taken full responsibility for that. She's still extremely upset about the entire thing, and she, certainly apologizes to the rest of the family for her role in this.
But you can't tell us whether or not she's going to testify against her own father?
No.
And that
pleaded guilty. Said she helped her dad got rid of the knife and all that stuff, but still don't know if she's going to testify against him.
Is the big question. Many are wondering if Keith Smith's daughter will break from her father and testify. The way prosecutors say Keith turned on Jacqueline and ended her life with a knife. An ironic twist in a case filled with broken trust and broken promises.
Unbelievable. I remember when all this happened and the news broke, and it was, wow, what a horrific sight. I mean, in Baltimore, they were going out and they were cracking down on panhandlers and trying to come up with new rules and new laws because of what happened. But apparently it didn't happen. At least that's what Valeria is now saying. Let's bring in Ted Rollins. Ted, give me a little perspective on all this. The first part of this story is that you have Keith Smith and his daughter Valeria being very out in front and telling, reporters like you and me the story,
Hey, Donna, how you doing, boo? You know what? That's one of the things somebody asked me in one of my comment section. They think either they had something going on or could be a possibility that them two had something going on. At this, you know what? In the era that we in now, again, none of this shit surprised me anymore. And she might not be his blood daughter. She might be the stepdaughter or the goddaughter, however you want to put it. However you want to put it. She may be. So he probably was fucking that woman. I don't know.
They're very bold and very descriptive and specific about what happened.
Hey, Savannah, what's going on?
Unbelievable. Valeria, when she is talking up.
And I hope y'all hitting that thumbs up because this damn thing over here, it ain't showing me nothing. So it just frozen at one number, really. It's saying I got 3 viewers, but I know that's a lie. And it's saying I got 14 likes, and I know it's more than this. So this damn thing over here is acting up too. So I think it's part of the internet and it's part of YouTube that's fucking up. So be warned, if it start fucking up, then we are gonna have some technical difficulties tonight. So I'm gonna try to get through this as fast as possible.
About this, saying that she's never going to look at the world the same way and that things aren't what they seem. You're in Grocer, you're thinking, wow, this is 23 insane likes. That this happened.
Why, thank
you. People, to your point, people in Baltimore were looking over their shoulder. Oh, homeless person, let's not give them money. In fact, let's go on the other side of the street because you never know what's going to happen. And it was all complete nonsense.
Now I want y'all to listen to what he just said. And I asked y'all this question a lot of times in my streams. 1, do you feel sorry for panhandlers? 2, do you feel bad for not helping them? The 3, you got some panhandlers that's out there dicking us over and kind of find out they are staying in nice places and they are being assisted by the government. But, they still trying to get they handed everybody, they trying to get a slice of everybody's pie. You understand? And in a sense, I can't knock it because that's their hustle. I can't knock it. But at the same time, though, shits like that to make you look at them sometimes like, fuck you, because I don't know if you real or you fake. Amen. So it does kind of make you think about that. Do you feel sorry for them, or do you feel sorry if you choose not to help them? I mean, how do y'all feel about them? Seriously.
It's shocking that they were so bold that they, instead of saying no comment or we're grieving, we don't want to talk to them, give us their space, they were out there in front of those microphones. And I tell you what, she sold it. He did to some extent too, but she...
Listen to what it said. She sold it. Yeah, she did. Yeah, they sold it because they had me. They had me too. So yeah, she did sold it. Yeah.
He is quite the actress. If she does testify against her dad, he's going to be in trouble.
Is he? And that's the other part of this, right? And I'm wondering, because he's going to trial. She has pleaded guilty. I presume there is some level of an agreement that she's going to testify, but they haven't come out and said that she will. But if she does testify, Ted, how can the jury believe anything that she says? We know that she's pretty good at lying on the spot.
Damn, y'all heard that? How many y'all agree with what he just said? I ain't even think about that. Will the jury believe her because she put on that big ass act in front of the camera? So will she be believable? I didn't even think about that one. That's a damn good one. That's a good one.
Right. Well, that's a great point. Will she do well on the stand? I think so, because she has the acting chops. We've seen it in her audition tapes, if you will. But to your point, the jury will be informed of her situation, and they may throw her out as being unbelievable. Regardless, if she testifies, everyone will be locked in. It will be must see, because I have questions now. Did Dad really do it by himself, or did she have more involvement?
Yeah. And
good question. Did Dad do it by himself, or was there more involvement? Let me tell you what I think what happened. I think Dad let the girl do it. I don't think he did nothing at all, but probably held her down or something. But I think he let the daughter do most of the dirty work. That's what I believe he did. I think he let the daughter do most of the dirty work.
But the problem is, for Dad, his defense can't be that she's more involved than she said she is, because then he's implicating himself, right? So I don't know where he goes from here. Does he lock into the Panhandler story, or does he now point the finger not at the Panhandler but at his own daughter, who's pointing it back at him?
Yeah, he's got to either say that he was protecting his daughter with the Panhandler story, that she did it, but I can't imagine a dad would do that to his daughter. I'm surprised that he hasn't pled out. Maybe there's no offer on the table here, but you're exactly right. What's his story now? Does he stick with the Panhandler and say that his daughter's making? Why would she make it up? It's going to be fascinating to see what his defense is.
Yeah, and the other part of the boldness of the story, and it was brilliant to a certain extent until it kind of unraveled, because the focus was really on Jacqueline.
Savannah, that's a good question. I don't know if they got kids or not. That's a good question. I don't know.
Smith being this amazing woman, which she was.
Wait. Well, the guy who they talking about right now, that's supposed to be his daughter right there that you saw. So, according to the story goes, that's his daughter. Now, do she have any kids? I have no idea.
And painting her out to be this heroic figure, which she was in real life, from everything that we've learned about her, she was a wonderful, wonderful person. But they create this wonderful gesture of a mother with a baby, and she's got to roll down the window and has to give her money, that so much of the attention of the public was on this wonderful woman who lost her life, and then the boogeyman, the unknown panhandler, that I think it was, I mean, I can't imagine this is the first time that perhaps they've been involved in trying to scheme or scam people or the public in some way or form.
How about that? What y'all think about that? Listen to what he said. It's probably not the first time they schemed and ran game on people before. They probably had done this before. Wow, a lot of good points these guys up here making. A lot of damn good points, you know. I'm kind of glad Tracy sent me this. This is a pretty damn good little take that they're doing right here, because she sent it to me last night, and or it was the night before last, one or two. She said, "Did you hear about this?" I said, "I've been covering that story." She said, "No, it's back in the news. You might want to take a look at this." And I'm glad I did, because these guys make some damn good points.
Yeah, the details of that story are so compelling that she goes in to give the money to this mother holding a child, and then just at that moment, someone else comes around, and it was a whole trap. It was a trap.
Fifi Ali, what's going on? Welcome to the show. They said, I would usually give them a few dollars. I don't worry about whether they are fake, detoxing, or going to get high. Oh, so there isn't his biological child. Well, guys, somebody in there said that that's not his biological child. So that's his ex-wife child. All right, we getting somewhere now. So again, Ali, let me ask you this. When I originally covered this story back in 2018, or was it last year when I covered this one, and everybody say hello to Fifi. Some people think that him and the stepdaughter, since you say it's a stepdaughter, may be having some kind of affair. How much do you believe that may have been happening?
You're listening to that and you absolutely buy it because of the detail. What criminal is going to come up with that kind of detail? Usually you would see someone say, oh, it was a panhandler did it, and you'd see right through it. It was only the people very close to her that saw right through this story, and obviously investigators.
Yeah. You heard what he said? The people that was close to her that saw through this story. That's why I say people may have seen something that was going on between the two and probably knew if something was to happen that it was going to be him. He probably treated that woman like shit. Who knows? Okay? And people probably was trying to tell her to get away from him. But y'all know sometimes, you all lost in love and you can't think about nothing else. You don't want to be with nobody else. We hard-headed and we don't listen. Amen? And that's probably one of those situations that happened right here. The people probably was telling her friend probably say, hey, that man's no good for you. Get the fuck out of Dodge. But she probably was one of the women, hey, I got into this with him. I'm going to stick out with my marriage. You got a lot of people like that. I'm going to stick out my marriage through thick and thin. You got a lot of people like that,
And investigators who did a great job. And it took a while.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fifi said she does believe they were sexually into it. How about that?
I mean, it took months later before they were able to crack this case. And they got him just before they headed out to Mexico, amazingly. All right.
Yeah,
exactly. Ted, thanks so much. And folks, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to show you the whole interview with Valeria. It's unreal.
Oh, the whole
it's unlike
interview.
Anything you've ever seen
Well,
before.
damn.
And remember, she is now admitting that it was all a lie. Well, I'll show you the whole lie when we come back.
Oh, shit.
Welcome back. The murder of Jacqueline Smith as described by her stepdaughter. Remember, this entire thing you're going to watch, a complete admitted lie.
It happened right up the street from my house. And
Hold on. Action.
The girl, she just came and she was like, she had a sign and she was asking for help because she had a baby. And I was in the back seat, so I wasn't really paying any mind.
It's as I said, what is this about? I think I've seen you in my chat room before. We are revisiting the old story that happened to the woman, her name of Jacqueline Smith. Jacqueline Smith was a woman that was killed. Well, with the story that this woman, you're going to hear her say it now, the story which her daughter gave and her husband gave, that a panhandler had killed her. But gonna find out the whole time it was her and her stepfather, they had killed this woman. This story happened back in 2018. And this the update that I'm doing right now, you know. So it's kind of revisiting the story and giving y'all an update at the same time, because I think they're finna get ready to go to trial. All right. So you follow me? Follow me?
Until I seen someone actually approach the car. And then that's when, you know, it just all just happened so fast. And now she's gone.
So you were driving?
My father was driving. My father, her husband was driving. We were at a stop sign. She's, I mean, he's just a mess right now. So I've been with him, like, this is the same outfit I had on. Like, I haven't been home because I live in Baltimore, but I just have to support my father because I don't know if he'll try to kill himself or anything.
I'm sorry. I had to stop right there. How can nobody see this was an act? I would have saw right through this. How did nobody know it was an act? I mean, she jittery, she fidgeting, and just moving too much, and you can see she trying to make her eyes get watery. You can see it's a act that she putting on. I mean, I don't know how anybody missed this. This is my first time really seeing her interview. And if that had been me, I'd be saying it back in my mind, this motherfucker lying her ass off.
He loved her so much. Like, it's pictures all throughout the house of them. Like, I just don't want him to be alone and have something happen to him, you know.
Where were you?
Y'all see this shit?
Let's start from the beginning. You were
okay.
Where? You were
So,
celebrating your birthday.
Yes, the VFW is in West Baltimore. It's like off of McMeekin and Druid. Okay. It looks like a regular row house.
Right, that most of them do.
Yeah, but we had an awesome time. We danced and we took pictures. We had a great time because I don't get to spend as much time with my family as I like because I'm a musician. So, you know, I appreciate and I cherish any time that we get to, you know, get together.
And they were dropping you off at home?
They were dropping me off back home. And, yeah, like, it just happened just like that. Just like that. And now she's gone.
And you were in the car?
Yes.
And
I was in the back seat in the car when it happened. And, you know, as immediately after it happened, we went to the hospital. And she was gone. They worked on her for like 2 hours, and she was gone. And she wasn't even 50. But she was 50.
54.
She was 54. Like, she's the nicest woman that you could ever meet in your life. She was just a beautiful person, and she didn't deserve for this to happen to her.
Jesus Christ.
You know, it's been all over the news. It's up because, like, I'm trying to be strong for my father. I've never had anything like this happen to me before. I've never seen anyone die right in my face before. I just want them to find, if anybody knows anybody, if anybody has any information, please help us and find out who did this to my stepmother, please.
Not a tear in sight. Not a tear in sight. Wow.
Please, and just protect your family. Like, if you love your family, just let them know, because life is too short. We were literally 2 blocks from my home.
And your stepmom saw this woman and said, "Stop! I want to give her money."
Yes. Then the man, it was 2 of them, and a guy had came, because I'm in the back seat. So anytime anyone approached the car, that's what I remember. And the guy was like, "Can I thank you? You know, can I thank you?" Because she was going to give them, like, I think my father said she took out a 10 or something. Like, she was going to really help them out. And he's like, "Can I thank you?" And as he landed the car, he just starts stabbing her.
Jesus Christ.
He just started stabbing her. And then they just ran. They took off. And my father got out the car and was chasing them. Like, he was trying to chase them. And that's the moment I saw my whole life flash before my eyes. Because I'm like, my about to get stabbed. Like, how could you just leave me like that? And I'm like, "Dad, she's bleeding, you know, like, she's gonna go, like, what's going on?" And then he came back and we went to emergency. Well, we didn't go to the emergency room. We almost drove through the Jacqueline hospital. I don't know exactly where we were at, but the officer on the phone, he talked to us the whole way there. Like, he talked us through everything. And Like, we've just been getting so much help and support. She was trying to help.
And as soon as she rolled down the window?
No, not immediately after she rolled down the window. It was. I mean, I couldn't even tell you. Like, it happened that fast. Like, it definitely happened in a split second.
Jesus Christ.
You know, and it makes me look at this whole world differently now. You know, it makes me look at everything and everyone. Nothing is ever what it seems. And you just have to protect your family out here. You gotta protect them.
Tell me about Jacqueline. What did she do?
Jacqueline, she was a computer specialist. She was a digital communications. Yeah, she was a communication specialist. She was very smart. No, yes, out here. She traveled all the time. She was she was a wonderful woman. I was so happy when my father and her got together because they fit. And they were in love. They were soulmates. She was just she was an awesome woman. She was a powerful woman. Like, I looked up to her, you know, and
You're still wearing the same clothes you did that night?
Yeah, like I haven't,
right?
yeah, I haven't been home. I haven't been able to, I'm just in shock, you know, and I just want to make sure that my father is okay because, you know, he's never been through this. Now he's a widower. He hasn't eaten, he doesn't sleep, and, you know, I'm just worried about him. I'm trying to be strong for him.
And once again, folks, it's all a lie. She has admitted that. She has pleaded guilty. The question is, will she testify against her father, Keith Smith, at his murder trial?
Jesus Christ. How many of y'all remember when I said in one of my last shows that once you become a habitual liar, it's easy for you to lie and you don't have to stutter versus somebody who tries to lie and they stumble over their words. But when you somebody like her who's a habitual liar and you just tell a lie just like that, you didn't have to take a breath for any of that stuff. You know, you didn't have to think twice. Wherever he asks you, you didn't have to think twice. You just learned the art of lying where you don't have to stop. You just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And even when you get caught up in your lie, you will still sit up there and tell another lie to try to cover that one. Trust me, there's a few on be in my life that's like that. Straight up habitual liars. Or if they not habitual liars, they change up the story every time. All right? Which is the difference with her. Even though she's lying, but she didn't change up the story. But there was a couple of times like she almost got caught slipping. But she cleaned that shit up real fast. Because you know why? She's a habitual liar. All right? And 9 times 10, the dad is a habitual liar too. So that's why it was easy for them to put on this acting that they did. All right? Because once you lie so much, you pretty much to convince yourself of your own bullshit. Amen? Once you lie so much, you have pretty much convinced your own self of your lies and your bullshit. And you will never see anything that you do wrong because you have convinced yourself of your lies and your bullshit. And you get mad when you can't convince other people of your lies and your bullshit. How many times somebody told you a story and you were like, they don't even sound right. And they start popping off at the mouth. How the fuck you know? You weren't there. No, I wasn't there. But how you telling this story don't even sound right. How many of y'all been in this situation before? Or better yet, when you do find out it's a lie, and you tell them, hey, you told a straight up bold-faced ass lie. And they still pop up at the mouth with you. Because of they lie. But if they can find somebody who believe the bullshit that they convince themselves to believe, you got a best friend for life. You got a best friend for life. All right? So again, this is why it was easy for her to put on this act, because she's a habitual liar. All right. Now, I find it amazing that, you know, hey, she's pleading guilty now, but the dad still ain't getting no plea as of yet. But they did say maybe there was no offer on the table for him to make a plea. And then they asked a good question. Do they think the daughter would testify against him? That's a damn good question. I need to find out when is their court date. Let's see if I can find out when their court date is. Well, I don't see anything about their court date. Wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe I got something. I don't know. Oh, well, this right here is supposed to happen in February. But, of course, don't look like it happened yet. Look like it's been pushed again. So, I'll try to keep up with this. Thank you, Deborah. Well said. Or narcissist. I think I got that right. Yeah, I said that right. All right, guys, I'm going to play y'all one more thing. And we're going to call it a night tonight. All right. And this is right here. The people reacted to what happened. So let's have a listen.
First, let me just say thank you to our detectives for all the work that they've done in this case. And to Jacqueline Smith's family, we are sincerely in pain for that family. And also for the citizens of Baltimore.
Deb, you said your first time in the chat. I thought I seen you over here before.
Took advantage of a situation.
I think I seen you over here before.
A city that is already dealing with its own problems. So we're looking forward to this cruel act being brought to justice.
I am incredibly proud of the work that these officers and these detectives have done in this particular case. Oftentimes we have these negative depictions about our city, and it's rather unfortunate when people take advantage of these negative perceptions. I can tell you that this is an example where collaborative efforts of the Baltimore Police Department and my office were able to get to the truth of the matter and to get to the bottom and to pursue, in the end, the justice for Jacqueline Smith. And that's, in the end, what this is all about.
The information and the evidence points to it was not a panhandler. And people should still take caution and use due diligence when doing anything like that anywhere in America. But it points to the fact that it was not a panhandler and that the circumstances were very different. And people took advantage of Baltimore. And what we want to make sure is that the truth comes out and justice is done.
All right. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard it. Y'all heard the story. Y'all heard the lies. Y'all heard how the people reacted to the story. Now we just need to sit back and wait and see what happens. We're going to have to see if the daughter going to testify against him. I seen somebody chat something about she probably was in love with him. Hey, that could be a possibility too. I don't know. You just never know with some shit like this. You just never know. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we just did a recap of the story of Miss Jacqueline Smith in Baltimore. They lied and said from Cleveland, Ohio. Miss Deb, I could have sworn I seen you over here before. And I could have sworn I seen you say that before. Again, they said it was a panhandler, but kind of find it was no panhandler at all. It was the husband and the daughter that killed this woman. Again, maybe the fifth Jacqueline rest in peace. And hey, we'll try to see what happens in court. I'm your man, Chris Storms. Thank y'all for listening. Until next time, catch y'all later. Peace.